But I think you need more stimulus at the same time if you want to genuinely go back to a growth that is really similar to what we understand for a 5% real growth. At the moment, if you look at all the economic data, retail sales 2%, investment 3%, with the exception of exports. No data basically telling you property sales down 20%, with the exception of exports. No data give you any feel that the economy is growing at 5% or anything at similar pace. So they need stimulus. The question is, what stimulus could be effective? I think right now, if you look at the monetary data, China's interest rate, if you look at the government bond yield, is at the lowest level in the last 10, 20 years already. Central banks are willing to give out liquidity to the banking system. The question right now is, if you look at new loans from the total financing data, new loans is lower than any time from 2009 onwards. So, well, you have a situation in which I would call it a kind of a liquidity trap, in which the central bank is willing to inject liquidity, but the real economy, nobody is taking that liquidity there. So I think that's a problem. Usually, in these kind of circumstances, you will need a very huge amount of government borrowing, direct government spending. But China had done this trick for the last 10 years. I don't know how much more they can do it. So I think stimulus you need it, but what stimulus can be done to really help the economy? I think that's more questionable.
Yeah, that certainly is the big question. And there seems to be some mounting expectations that we could see an imminent RRR cut and then subsequently some rate cuts down the road as well. But in your view, Vincent, I mean, how much does this solve the problem when you look at the demand for this still being weak? What more do you think needs to be done to make these consumers feel better about their long-term income expectations and their future?
Now, to start with, these kind of things cannot be done in short term. Particularly, you have a news that the retirement age is going to go up, etc. Well, so these are not good news in general for consumer to be confident. I think you point out a very good point is that RRR cut and even LPR cut is the central bank injecting liquidity to the banking system. I think that part is done. The question is how the real economy pick up these demand. I think, the one thing that had not been tried in China is consumption coupon or something related to it, directly giving money to consumers to encourage them to spend. I'm not so sure whether under the current sentiment that will be very effective, but it is still one way that hasn't been tried before. Otherwise, I think a lot of things really related to long-term consumer confidence, which you cannot really do too much to change in a few months' time.